You don't need to force someone to believe something. You don't need to argue, convince, or debate. You just need to be the first thought, the first idea, the first suggestion, because once a seed is planted, the mind bends reality to nurture it, without ever questioning where it came from. It is called cognitive anchoring. The first piece of information someone receives about a topic becomes their reference point, shaping how they interpret everything after. If you meet someone, and hear they're difficult to work with, your brain looks for proof, even if they're perfectly fine. If someone tells you a restaurant is overrated, your brain notices the flaws first, even if the food is amazing. If a politician is labeled a threat or a savior, every action they take gets filtered through that lens. Logic doesn't even matter anymore. So how do you plant a thought in someone's mind without them realizing? Step 1. Be first. Introduce the idea before anyone else does. Step 2. Wrap it in a question or casual remark so it feels organic. Step 3. Let them reach the conclusion themselves, because once they believe it was their own thought, it's locked in. Every thought you have, even if you believe you escaped the mainstream, is carefully planted, and you don't even realize it. They give you the illusion of choice when in reality you can only choose between two options. Inception is real, and we can manipulate the thoughts of others. And over the next 30 episodes, I'll show you how. So make sure to follow and subscribe to this channel. People must feel autonomous. They have to believe it's their free decision, even when you're the one setting the rules of the game. It's always two options: Russia or Ukraine, Democrats or Republicans. This keeps your mind trapped within a predefined border because you think you have to choose, when in reality, there aren't just two choices, there are endless ones. But by limiting the options, they control the narrative. You feel autonomous, yet your thoughts can only go down two different paths. And you can use this to create the boundaries in which people think, and they'll never even realize they're being controlled. Offer two choices, pasta or pizza, and they feel empowered to decide, but both lead to the same restaurant, the one you already pick. Control the frame and you control the mind.
What you think about a person doesn't depend on who they actually are, but on how they are presented. A surgeon with a 95% success rate is perceived as a genius, while a surgeon with a 5% failure rate seems dangerous. Framing is the most used tool to manipulate your thoughts. Everything can be presented in a different light, positive or negative, and depending on the light chosen, people start thinking differently, even when the objective reality is the same. The best example for my European friends: regulating social media can be framed as protecting democracy or as oppressive censorship. The same thing, but your thoughts vary depending on how it is presented to you. So how do you use framing to guide the thoughts of others? Step 1. Set the battlefield. Control how a topic is introduced and people will see it on your terms. Step 2. Use contrast. Make your options seem like the obvious choice by framing the alternative as worse. Step 3. Let them commit. Once someone accepts the frame, they'll never even consider questioning it.